What is up, guys? The Disney Animation Studio has had a lot of incredible film projects that have been beloved by countless audiences during its 100-year history. Today, I've selected some of the most memorable titles from each decade. I will describe what I consider to be the top 10 Disney animated films, not necessarily my personal favorites, but the ones that I feel are the most beloved by audiences, one from each decade. By the end, you may agree or disagree, but I hope it'll be entertaining and interesting for you. Without further ado, let's look at the top 10 Disney films from each decade. Encanto is truly one of the most popular Disney films as of the making of this video. It has a wonderful and colorful cast of characters that tell a story about coming together as a family to break down barriers of generational differences. The visuals are vibrant and engaging, thanks to the incredible animation and character designs. The music is catchy and a modern take for a Disney musical thanks to lyricist Lin-Manuel Miranda. It has inspired a theme park area within Disney's Animal Kingdom, which is currently in development. In 2021, at $256 million gross, it was one of the highest earning Disney animated films that year. In the 2020s, so far, you'd be hard-pressed to find a Disney film as beloved and well-received as Encanto. The Rescuers is a clear choice of film to include on this list. During a time when the Disney Studio struggled to produce the same quality material of its heyday due to the loss of its creative force and founder Walt Disney, the studio floundered, and they did their very best with what they had at the time. Who Will Rescue Me is a relevant theme in the real-world work that went into the production of The Rescuers. The artistry and development of great characters added much to a simple yet profound story of a young kidnapped girl who is rescued by an animal rescue aid society. A sweet, scary, and fun tale, The Rescuers definitely cannot be left off this list to represent the 1970s. Similar to the 1970s, the 80s were a challenging time for the talent of Disney animation, a time of out with the old and in with the new, ushered in a resurgence and rekindling of the struggling animation industry within Disney. Through many efforts of trial and error, a beautiful story about a young mermaid wanting to explore the world above the sea came to fruition in the form of The Little Mermaid. The beautiful animation combines with Howard Ashman and Alan Menken's beautiful music to create a truly unforgettable masterpiece that shined bright at the end of the 80s and the start of Disney's animation renaissance. Disney's computer animation revolution truly showed the world what it was capable of with Frozen. This classic retelling of the legendary Snow Queen was highly anticipated for many years as a potential storytelling device for Disney. The beautifully done winter scenes were a perfect setting for computer graphics. The wonderful cast and great music combined to tell an iconic and truly Disney-worthy tale. Lilo & Stitch showed the range a Disney movie can have. Simultaneously a sci-fi action-adventure and a love letter to Hawaii and Elvis, Lilo & Stitch pulls off an extremely impressive take on an ugly duckling who tries to fit in and find his family. Heartwarming and fun, Lilo & Stitch is a memorable classic that has become truly beloved over the years. 101 Dalmatians is a noteworthy film that truly redefined the animation process and showcased a whole new artsy modern look that a Disney film had never quite seen before. A film adaptation of Dodie Smith's beloved book The 101 Dalmatians, it follows the story faithfully, with some minor changes and alterations to the delight of the original author. A major success for Disney, it truly saved the animation wing of the company and made the production of animated films profitable through use of the newly developed Xerox process. 101 Dalmatians is truly unforgettable. As we get higher on the list, the artistry really grows in films such as Pinocchio, which brings us to the fourth entry. The story of Pinocchio is adapted from the classic tale by Carlo Collodi, with a lot of different elements and story changes. However, much of the original story remains the same and is truly a masterpiece in animation art, cast, story, and heart. It's a harrowing tale of a young wooden puppet who comes to life, makes bad decisions, and ultimately learns to live by good principles in order for his wish to become a real boy to be fulfilled. It's truly iconic and special. Beauty and the Beast is Disney's adaptation of the classic fairy tale of the same name. It's a phenomenal musical with deep resonating themes about love and kindness. The beautiful Belle tames the heart of the cold-hearted Beast and saves his kingdom also. This film continued to strengthen the Disney Renaissance with much success and a lasting legacy of being one of the best Disney films ever made. Peter Pan is yet another example of a story adaptation from a book, this one in particular by J.M. Barrie. Peter Pan is a dreamy fantasy that explores the fun and adventure of being a child and flirts with the idea of never growing up and what that would be like. The events and escapades of the characters in this film always feel fresh and unique. It's a film that truly feels timeless to me and will always be near the top of my list. Truly indescribable is the influence that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs has had on the world of cinema as a whole, not just Disney. It's hard to argue that any other film comes close to the legend of the storytelling and the underdog production that this was. It's a fact that without Snow White, there would be no Disney today. Sure, they may have made a different film instead, but what I'm saying is that if Snow White was a flop, Disney as we know it would likely not exist. The tale of finding true love and conquering evil is very inspiring, and it's a story that helps us remember to be kind and virtuous to all. Suffice it to say, it's difficult to qualify only 10 animated Disney films as the best. However, due to the sheer number of them, this top 10 list makes it clear that Disney is a timeless brand. You may agree or disagree with my points, but this is my list based off overall popularity and my thoughts combined. Thank you for watching, and look out for some more top 10 Disney lists coming soon. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye!